Let's get phantom power working on your Behringer Flow 4 VIO with your Behringer WING. Now, what you're going to have to do is you're going to need to update your firmware to 3.1.1, as well as update your firmware on your Flow 4V. So with the Flow 4V, download Simply Put and download and install the firmware by plugging in the audio into your computer with Simply Put installed. Next, you will need to put firmware 3.1.1 on a USB drive or install it via the USB connection on your Behringer WING. In my case, I've loaded it to this USB drive and I'm going to update the firmware right now. And a little tip after you install your firmware: to shut down and restart, hit shutdown, press confirm, and then what you'll need to do is press and hold the effects button and then tap home, and then it will go ahead and reboot your console. One of the main things that this gives us the ability to do is control the phantom power and gain settings of the Flow 4 VIO. So let me go ahead and get this connected via the Stage Connect input, and then we will get this thing going. Now that we have this connected, let's go ahead and connect a condenser microphone into our mic input 1 on the Flow 4 VIO. Now what we'll notice is there's no phantom power light turned on down here. So to get this thing working, what we need to do is we need to go to Routing, and then we can go to Sources, and then we can go to Source Group of Stage Connect, and then right here we will see that there is a 48 and an M right here. And if we look over on the right-hand side of the screen, we will also notice that we have a phantom power, which we can press and hold to turn on. And then we also have our gain that we can adjust fully on this input. And it can go all the way up to plus 55 dB of gain and all the way down to negative 4 dB of gain. Now, one of my favorite things about the Flow 4 VIO is there's 4 inputs, all with dedicated phantom power and gain for these 4 inputs. There's also 2 headphone jacks with independent volumes. And then the big thing is there is a USB connection that you can connect your computer into this and have this be an audio interface for recording these 4 inputs, as well as using 4 audio tracks, 4 mono tracks, or 2 stereo, to get from your computer through Stage Connect to your Wing. And make sure you use DMX cable so you can get up to 40 meters in length. Now, there are some great new features with this firmware 3.1.1, and it's free to download. So go to Behringer, make sure you download it, install it on your Wing. Now, make sure you also download the specific firmware file for your Wing model. There is a specific one for the full size and black, there is one for the compact, and one for the rack.